used to live in a loop where I would wake up in the morning and then I'll just feel tired for no reason. It has no motivation. Just spending hours mindlessly scrolling through social media. This began 3 years ago when the pandemic just began and I just graduated from my junior high school. Back then, I was still such in a very young age, which I didn't have any responsibilities yet. But as someone who was active in school life, being stuck at home and do nothing felt like hell. Initially, everything was just fine, but over time, I just feel dissatisfactions of myself. So I try to improve myself in a toxic way. The reason why did I have this dissatisfaction is because that I saw this a lot of people are just becoming famous and they're just exceptionally productive. And by seeing them through social media, it just made me feel insecure and a lot more. I want to be like these people. I try to say to myself, like, how can I be this kind of people? But what I do is just sitting on my bed and just scrolling social media. And I just realized that I always tell myself that I'll be better tomorrow. So that's my motivations today by scrolling through all motivational speech or motivational videos that are in social media. But little do we know that we scroll in motivational videos, the next videos that come out is not any motivational videos, it's another entertaining videos. I've been scrolling a lot of videos. I've came across to a lot of videos that suggesting a methods of setting goals, time blocking, digital minimalism, or even planning and journaling. I did try out all of them because I have nothing to do during that time. But it doesn't seem to have any difference in myself. I just feel like, well, I'm productive, but not for more than an hour. It just feel so tired. And whenever I felt tired, I'll just go back to those videos and just kept scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And I even still have a 10 hours plus digital time, screen time on my phone. Even though I've already activated DND mode on my phone, but then I couldn't get rid of those social media apps on my home screen. And I even tried to delete all of my social media because I saw somebody do that in their video. But after one day, I installed everything back because I couldn't bear to be without them. So I actually make a very toxic kind of way to improve myself. It's just by, okay, I need to be organized. I need to be such an organized person. Being better. The concept of better is varies from people to people. And it's such a subjective thing. For me, myself, being better means being productive, being organized. What else? Being, let's say, exercise regularly, and then like I need to sleep early. I need to achieve all of those top grades. I need to excel all of the hobbies and talents that I have. That is how I think the better word. So that is kind of like overwhelming dream. Like I have a lot of things to achieve, and what I want is in just one day. But that is not achievable at all. And how I do it is basically by scrolling, by getting motivation from those motivational videos. And what did they suggest is you need to plan, you need to set your goals, you need to make it measurable, achievable. But as somebody who just graduated from junior high school, I don't know how to make a measurable, achievable goal. So what I did is I try to plan everything. Let's say I want to exercise regularly, so I need to do like body exercise, arm exercise, leg exercise. There's a lot of exercise just for one of goals. And how about the others? And just by planning all of them, it already overwhelmed me. And it just felt exhausting. And whenever I get tired, I'll go back to that motivational videos, which say that if this can't motivate you, nothing will. And I try to find a spark of inspiration, but it's only lasts for like 5 minutes, not even an hour. So I'm like kind of tired with this kind of self-improvement. I believe that everybody here has ever watched this kind of self-improvement videos or like motivational videos because it is understandable because now the access of pleasure is just in the palm of our hands. And our brain is like always overstimulated with this instant gratifications. It's just a single click of button. And after I getting into my high school years, that is when we start having school. However, it's online, but we do have some activities to do. I started to tell myself that I need to left this toxic self-improvement. I decided to take my life a lot easier than before. What I do is basically I let go the guilt feel that I had, even though like if I don't plan for a day, that it's okay. Because every time after I saw those videos, what I think is, I used to think that life is very easy. Life is very chill. Let's just take this life as chill as possible. But after hearing those motivational videos, what I always thought is like, all right, this life is competitions. Everybody is competing here. So I need to plan every single second wisely. I need to study until late at night to consider myself as a smart person. I need to achieve all those trophies, all those top grades to be the best version of myself, to be better than who I am. And I always feel guilty if I don't plan a day. However, after I planned those days, I didn't achieve anything. So after getting into high school, I try to tell myself that it's okay if I do plan a day. I decided to go the easier way, like take life a lot more easier. Maybe I just not someone who need to plan everything out, but I set my own system, which is I tend to go into flexibility, but I still ensure myself to finish one task a day because it's a lot better than I plan the whole day and achieve nothing. So I started to tell myself that, all right, Alfie, you can do this. Let's just stop the toxic way. However, like, I know that you need to be challenged to study, but let's just let that be first and try to build your own system. So in those 3 years, I tried to make my own system. I just found out that I no longer need those a lot of events in my calendar because that are going to overwhelm me. And one thing is I learned a lot by joining competitions. It's not just the competition itself, but how I plan throughout the competitions really helped me to know what system works best for me. So how this video suggested is actually planning throughout the competitions, like when do you want to do the script, the second day you need to record, the third day you need to submit your final product. That is how this video suggested. But that really overwhelmed. And then let's just be realistic. Us as humans, we hate to see a lot of works in our calendar. We want a holiday, right? So putting all of those stuff into my calendars is just make me feel so tired. Instead, how I do it is to ensure myself to finish it before the D-Day is, I try to make a fixed D-Day, which is I made it, let's say the D-Day is in 14 March, I made it into 12 March, so 2 days before the real deadline. That is going to help me a lot to finish my works before the deadline. That is what system that helps me. And for to-do list itself, maybe a lot of us are using physical books. Me, myself, I also using a physical books until today, but I just don't feel any guilty anymore if I just don't feel it, let's say, from 1 day or 1 week. Why? Because I use my phone to take notes, planning, and also to-do lists. We're in these generations where taking out physical books seems a bit weird. You just write all of your to-do list. And it's going to feel so complicated to use a physical books when you need to take a quick notes. And your phone is with you 24/7 and is accessible for 24/7. So my system is tend to be a lot easier and practical rather than being organized. Because as an MBTI, I'm a P, not a J. And those motivational videos that I used to watch a lot that says that if this can't motivate you, nothing will. This has no longer any impact to me. Maybe because that I've watched too much and just did nothing. So it's not that impactful anymore. And basically what I think of those videos is I don't need those motivational videos. What I need to do is doing it directly. Instead of you getting tired, you watch those motivational videos that are not going to work for you, it's better that let's take a break and doing it. So, all of my friends, if you have a problem in planning, organizing, or you really don't know what to do, like I really want to plan this, but it doesn't go in my way. What should I do? It's okay. You don't need to be better like how they are. You just need to find your own system. How you're going to do something that really works from you. Because sometimes your path is different with the other people's path. You can take them as your role model, but you don't need to feel their mold because they are different from you. Your mold are different. Their mold are in a star shape while your mold is in a heart shape. So it's not going to fill. And what you're going to do is find your own system. I am a T in my MBTI, so I tend to work more flexible rather than organized. I still plan my day, but not as specific as how I used to want to be. Because sometimes people, let's just be realistic, people don't care about your process. They don't care about your journey. What they care is who you are. What is your result? The thing is, they'll never know. If you work hard with no result, they're going to still criticize you. But if you take it on your own way, which people don't see that, oh, this kid looks so chill with her life. But if you still have a result, they're going to say that you did great. People are going to know you for who you are, not who your role model are, because they don't even know who is your role model. Sometimes the people who you admire are not in the same path with who you are. So the things that I would like to say is stop trying to be better. But instead, know yourself more and be the best version of yourself. My name is Afrina. Thank you so much.